Today we're making 5 baby food desserts I bet you didn't know existed, and the last one I could guarantee you never thought about making for your child. There's this common misconception that baby food has to be bland and boring, and this misconception has led many parents to overlook the possibility of baby food as a dessert option. The idea that baby food is only for savory flavors is a narrow-minded approach, and that can be detrimental to a child's growing palate. It's easy to incorporate these treats into your baby's diet, and if you have any baby food dessert ideas, leave them down in the comments below. We're going to start with a delicious mango coconut delight. It's creamy, lightly spiced, and naturally sweet. Now you want to make sure your mango is ripe, because the riper it is, the sweeter and softer it will be, which is ideal for babies, especially if your little one doesn't have teeth yet. Now you only need half a mango for this recipe, but I like to use the full mango and keep any leftovers in the fridge or even freeze it for later use. Now a lot of people have trouble cutting a mango for some reason. Just cut the mango cheeks and score it with a knife and just take out the flesh. Or I've seen this little trick you could do with a glass where you push the mango flesh on the rim, but in my experience that just makes a big mess. Just cut it like so and you'll be fine. Add to a blender, and I have full fat coconut milk, which adds a creamy texture, and the healthy fats are vital for brain development. But just be sure to heat it up on a stovetop because you want to eliminate any risk for botulism. Finally, a pinch of nutmeg for just a touch of spice, blend, and you're ready to serve. The next 2 recipes require cooked oats. Now I cook 1 serving and eat any that's left over with some fruit and cinnamon. I use these sprouted rolled oats because this big bag is only $7 at Costco, but instant oats work just as well. Just be sure to cook these a little bit longer so you have a softer texture for your baby. Next up is a peachy oat crumble. Now I have half a peach here, and you want to give this a good chop. Now I can't get fresh ripe peaches right now, so I get these jarred peaches from Trader Joe's, and these are great because they're stored in white grape juice concentrate, so there's no added sugar. And most of the time they're stored in sugar syrup, and your baby definitely doesn't need all that added sugar. Plus you could get this year round, and you could use this for a million other things. Bring back the cooked oats and add 1 tablespoon plus a 1/4 teaspoon of ground cinnamon. Now this could be spoon fed to your baby, or you can add some of that no cook baby instant oatmeal and turn it into like a crumble, and your baby can eat it with their hands. I'm a big fan of pumpkin pie, so why not make some for my little guy? I got a can of organic pumpkin, and again, you want to eliminate the chance of botulism, so I heat it up on the stovetop, and this will also eliminate that metallic taste you get from the can. Now you could use fresh pumpkin, but why go through all that trouble? In my opinion, canned pumpkin tastes just as good as fresh. I'm going to use a 1/4 cup of this pumpkin puree, and the leftover I'll store in the fridge and use it for other recipes. I have the rest of my cooked oats that I saved in the fridge, and I'm going to use 1 tablespoon of that. You can't have pumpkin pie without pumpkin pie spice, so I'm going to use just a touch, about 1/8 of a teaspoon. To sweeten this up, I'm using fig jam. Figs are loaded with fiber and potassium, and this is a fantastic sugar substitute for your kids. You just want to make sure to get a fig jam with no added sugar to it. To give this pumpkin pie a creamy texture, I'm using full fat yogurt, and this is like the whipped cream for this recipe. Mix it all together and this is ready to serve. And with all these recipes, always consult your pediatrician before introducing new foods, especially this next recipe. And my kids love this banana chia pudding. Chia seeds offer some great health benefits, but wait till your child is at least 6 months old before introducing it to them. Now, chia seeds need to be soaked properly in a ratio of 1 part chia seeds to 4 parts water, otherwise they can be a choking hazard. They're rich in omega-3s and high in fiber, so you want to give it to your child a little bit at a time because too much fiber can be hard on their bellies. Bananas are naturally sweet, and they help with the consistency. Now you use half a cup of whatever your baby drinks, whether it's formula, breast milk, or whole milk. And a touch of vanilla brings it all together. If you want a thicker consistency, add some full fat yogurt, and this will also thicken up in the fridge as the chia seeds soak up the added milk. The final dessert is one I bet you never thought of, and my son absolutely loves it. I'll start with the other half of the banana from our banana chia pudding and half an avocado. And you want to make sure you wash your avocados. Even though we don't eat the skin, it's still dirty and your knife cuts into it. Avocados are packed with nutrients, and I'll list them all in the description. Now this would be fine on its own, but we're going to make an avocado chocolate mousse. I'm going to take the other half of this avocado and make myself a baked egg, and I'll put the video for that in the description if you want to check it out. This recipe calls for 1 tablespoon of coconut milk, and a lot of these recipes use the same ingredients, which means you have to make less trips to the store. Cocoa powder has antioxidants and iron, but make sure you use unsweetened natural cocoa powder, and you want to use small amounts. I'm using 1 teaspoon for this recipe, and it'll give me 2 servings, maybe 3. To sweeten this up, I got coconut sugar, which goes well with the coconut milk. Now, coconut sugar is made from the sap of the coconut palm tree and is a great alternative to heavily processed refined sugar. It even contains some minerals and fiber. But coconut sugar is considered healthier, but it's still a sugar and should be consumed in moderation. Mix it all up and this avocado chocolate mousse is ready. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, check out my playlist for traditional desserts, and I'll put a link up on the screen.